Welcome back everybody to another AHA video. Today we're going to be talking about the GOJHL or the GOJHL or the GOJ or whatever nickname you have for it. So let's begin. The GOJ is technically Junior B. It is technically speaking Junior B. However, it's very talented. There is some unbelievable hockey teams, unbelievable programs, coaches, and players in that league. They get some D1 commits out of there. The GOJ is referred to more as a younger league. Oftentimes OHL last cuts will go there over the OJHL and develop for a year and then move up to their program. So it's a very strong league. It's probably as good as many low-end tier 2s. The NOJ, the SIJ, PJ, the KIJ, those leagues are probably equivalent caliber, if not a bit weaker even. And again, that's a little bit of a personal opinion, just seeing how the GOJ programs have developed some unbelievable programs, and they've moved on quite a few players to the next level. Now, if you look at historically, they probably have less NCAA D3 advancements than those leagues because primarily they're bringing those guys back to the OHL in a year or two. So they were mainly focused on major juniors. This is all before the CHL rule change. And with this rule change, only time will tell. However, it will for sure be a league that'll be highly recruited by the NCAA Division III because, like I mentioned, there is some really high quality players in that league. So why consider the GOJ? Like I mentioned, it's a good entry to junior hockey. It's a stepping stone between 18s in tier 2 or tier 1 if you're not exactly ready for it. If you're too good for 18s but not exactly ready for tier 1 or tier 2, going to the GOJHL is a very good idea. It's the best junior B league in North America in my opinion in terms of quality, advancements, and overall experience. Now, the downside of the league is not every team practices a lot. Oftentimes they practice only twice a week. They do need to get more ice time so the players can be on the ice more and develop that much more. Going back into the points we discussed, many OHL picks will end up in the GOJ for at least one season. When they are drafted at 15, at 16, maybe even 17, and if they're not ready for that year, they will be sent to the GOJ for a season, either bring them up during the year for playing, for practicing, or for the year after and get them ready for it. That was the main focus a lot of these GOJ teams, was to get the younger age players who weren't quite ready, get them developed, and get them ready for the OHL the year after. Now, with the rule change, of course, that will change. It will change for the better. Over the past 2 years, there have been 110 players that have committed from the GOJ to the OHL, NCAA, or U Sports. That number is only going to increase with this rule change because now Division III programs can go after these players and will go after these players, and all those players that had lost their opportunities because they went to major juniors will all funnel back and give themselves a chance to play in college in the States. So that market has opened for this league as well because, as many of you know, it used to be a major junior development league basically, but now it'll be a development league for all levels. The GOJ has been considered by many in the last couple of years as almost equivalent to Junior A, or basically equivalent to Junior A. The only thing is it keeps getting denied by Hockey Canada to become a Junior A, and we don't have the exact reasons why, and they're hard to even comment on because Hockey Canada makes the ultimate decision on what they want to call tier 2 or tier 1. When you stay unsanctioned, then you don't become a league that decides to call themselves tier 1 or tier 2 just because they feel like they can or they should. The GOJ has tried many times to get their Junior A status, and it's a fight they continue to have with Hockey Canada, but who knows, maybe in the coming years with the development and the changes that have come to junior hockey, it might be something that takes action and that does happen in the next couple of years and they get that status, which would be very interesting to see how they change the way they take care of their teams, how they recruit, and how they compete at the tier 2 level. In terms of scouting and exposure, the league does a great job of developing these players. Oftentimes the older players, the 19s, the 20s, will leave their programs with some sort of a college commitment so that they can continue to play hockey at the next level and continue to play for as long as possible. Those younger players often don't last in the league very long because they use it as a stepping stone, whether they go back to major juniors, whether they go into a high-end tier 2, or whether they go back to major juniors or go into a high-end tier 2 the year after. It is often a great stepping stone for them. Some teams in the league, for example London, is directly affiliated to the London Knights. When players are cut from there, they're often pushed towards the London Junior B team. This way they can develop close in distance and be called up at any point because it is that close and easy to get their prospects back. And they know that the coaches at their Junior B team do a great job of preparing them for the next season. Many of these Junior B programs have coaches of the next level. What that means is they have coaches that have Junior A experience, CHL experience, or NCAA experience coming back to coach these programs. The reason they go to recruit these high-end coaches because they know that they're a stepping stone for the next level. They know that they're there to prepare these kids for the next level, for the next season. So why not go get coaches who've done it themselves? Why not go get coaches who've experienced the next level, know what it takes to get there, and can translate that information and that knowledge to those younger players that are just getting started in the junior world? One of the other more appealing factors of this league, other than the fact that it's high skill, high recruitment, high exposure, is the fact that the GOJHL is one of the more affordable Junior B leagues. Teams in this league, the commissioner, they do a great job of making it affordable for players to come in, be able to play their season, afford the ice time, afford the fees, afford the billet, and make it so that players and families don't have to pull out a second mortgage to have a hockey season. They make sure that kids are able to pay the season and not worry. It is one of the more affordable options in Canada. Often programs are less than $5,000 a year. So why look at Junior B over Junior A? Well, there's multitude of reasons. And if you're going to look at Junior B, the GOJHL should be your first league that you look at. In terms of recruitment, in terms of advancement, in terms of skill, in terms of competition level, coaching staff, all of the above, the GOJHL should be your first look at if you're looking at Junior B. Now, why look at Junior B over Junior A? Depends what kind of player you are. If you're a dominant U18 player and your goal is to play Tier 1, major juniors, and you're not quite ready, then give yourself a chance and go down to Junior B. Go get the ice time, go get the experience and go up. And that's if you're too good to go back to 18s where you know you won't get the development. Or if you aged out and need a little bit of a stepping stone, go there. If you're a bubble Tier 2 guy, you know, you might be 3rd line, 4th line, you might be in and out of the lineup, maybe going and play a year of Junior B is a better option. That'll give you the time to develop and get the skills you need to get to the next level. It's not always about playing at the flashiest program. It's not always about having that Junior A Tier 2 status. It's about getting on the ice, playing, getting good minutes, and getting development. That is a factor that is often overlooked by families when they're looking at what the next level looks like. It's always, we got to be at this league, this league, this league, without looking at the consequences of you might not be ready for that league. You might not have what it takes to play in that league. And as much as it might be nice to say you played in the BCHL, if you didn't play, what was the point of going? There are better alternatives like the GOJHL where you'll play, develop, and then you might play at the next level if you do everything right. So if you're looking at which Junior B options you should potentially go to, which Junior B options you should be trying to play in, if you are a Junior B level player, the GOJHL is definitely the #1 option out there. It continues to do well year after year, take care of its players, develop them, and get them to the next level. So why not give them a chance? If you're looking for what to do in junior hockey, you're not exactly sure where to go, you're not exactly sure what level you are, well, hopefully this video helped you. And if it did, you may like this one or this one. So click them, take a look, and hopefully we can get you the information you need. Good luck.